One.
Here we are again.
Here we are. You know what I haven't said in a long time? I feel like we should just start with bebop boobop voila. Just for fun.
Well, you missed something in there.
Bebop,
You missed clickety clack.
Oh, clickety clack. Fuck.
Yeah.
See, it's been so long.
Yeah.
Early onset dementia
because
is real.
aren't the Excel championships coming up?
No, they just finished.
Oh, they just finished. Okay.
They
You
just
sent me
finished.
a thing and I thought
sending
they
you all
were
the
coming up.
winners.
That's what it is.
There's a whole collegiate team thing too.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure. They're like rock stars.
Do they
in
have
their
a
own
theme
world?
song? The theme song. So fantastic. I'm so gotta go one year.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
It'll
I
be
mean,
funny.
Vegas. So I'm not that far from Vegas. We can make that happen.
We might have to do that just for 2 days.
Just for a Vegas weekend trip with, hey, we'll catch an Excel championship round while we're there.
If I recall, because I think maybe 2 years ago I went to go see, I don't think the tickets to go watch, I don't think they were cheap. I think they were like 100 or something. I'm like, why aren't the doors just open letting people in? Like, what do you mean? Like,
why are you making people pay?
What? Like, aren't you outside like flapping those little flyers and handing them out to everybody that walks by? Like, what?
Well, they must not have to. They must have a big enough following that they can
yeah, I don't know.
Get those ticket prices. They can demand those ticket prices.
So,
that's too funny.
Anyways.
All right. Well, you know what else we haven't done in a while? We haven't even mentioned the name of the pod is Latchkey Life Pod.
We do that all the time. Yeah.
Latchkey Life Pod at Gmail, on Instagram, on the Tickety Talks, on the YouTubes. We have another YouTube subscriber. We're up to 16 now.
What?
I know, right?
Thanks.
But this is episode 22, so 6 of you need to step up to keep us on track with,
Yeah, I mean,
we want the number of subscribers to match the number of our episodes.
Number of episodes. So. I almost feel like a missed opportunity for the topic of discussion if this were episode 25. But it's 22. It's okay. Because Christmas is on the 25th.
Oh, because the 25th. Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't work out that way.
All right, well, let's rock and roll.
Nor did my poorly planned joke. So my sharesy is...
I got it, but I didn't know if that's where you were going.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, we all know road rage is real, and we all know that my unpopular opinion that we should bring back the full semester of driver's ed, and we should have more than 20 minutes of behind the wheel training. In my neighborhood, just this week, like calendar day, like just in the last 5 days that I am aware of, that for like local police departments, we have had 3 fatalities. Just people aren't paying attention. One was a road rage. This one guy, according to all of the reports, I don't know the exact, he was like at a red light and the light changed and he didn't go. So she did a beep beep, not just a beep beep. And he got mad and like was trying to block her. And then she's like, I'm just going to pull over. And then he like got next to her and then he got pissed. And then he gunned it in a Tesla doing 100 miles an hour on a street that has a dip. You can't do 35 miles over that dip because it's a big dip. And everybody who's local knows it's the dip. He hit the dip. Hit the car, rolled probably 8 times. He died. But
oh my God.
7 other cars were hit as a result of it. So here you are on a Tuesday at 3:00. Slow down, relax, have some patience. Let's all not go be angry at the world.
This was the guy that was in front of her and she beeped at him? He's the one that road raged? Or okay.
Yes. He's the one that road raged. And so the light had just turned green, like maybe 50 yards up. The light had just turned green. So he gunned it at 100 miles an hour, went into the left turn lane to go around everybody so he could pass. and he
Oh,
hit that
jeez.
dip and he slammed into the car that was trying to come straight, and then that car hit
Right.
a car, and then he flipped and then hit a car. I don't know, there were 7 cars.
Wow.
He died. Everybody else, they had 2 people transported to the hospital with not non-critical, but still, like, now you've destroyed 7 cars and you're dead, and the just mess that goes along with it, that because you got mad because somebody beeped you, like,
Yeah, like let's
it's
just
not worth
dial
it.
it back. And I really
It's
try when
okay.
I'm on the road to just get in my Zen place in my head and not be in
Just
a hurry. Not be in a hurry. You know, nothing is worth risking a ticket, an accident, anything. You know, it's like, oh, I'm in such a hurry because I got to get to the gym. Well, you're not doing your health any service by getting in an accident on the way to the gym because you're in a hurry. So, and when people get aggressive on the road, your first instinct is to, oh, I gotta cut him off and get, no, I
no,
just,
just
you
let him
know what?
go.
You go right ahead. You get in front of me. If you have to get in front of me that badly, you go right ahead. I got nothing but time, even if I don't.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and then the other one was a huge big, like, full-size truck that was probably lifted and some other things. He hit a homeless guy who was crossing in the middle of the street. I don't know the circumstances around that, but I feel like unless he jumped in front of the car, which I don't think he did, if you were just overly aware, and it was early in the morning and it could have been not quite bright yet, or the sun could have been hitting a weird reflection because that corner's kind of like, there could have been accident, and it was deemed an accident, like it wasn't anything, but like, now this guy's dead, Hannah's dog is
right.
dead, and then there was a motorcycle that was coming out of a shopping center or something, now that guy is dead, and then there's a corner down here that, like, it goes around, it says 35 miles an hour, and if you're not used to that corner, you're going to take it and you're going to slide, and then boom.
Yeah.
The amount of debris from this car and the whole, like, the front end was cut in half. Like,
Oh
I don't know
boy.
what happened, but like, and then I get home and then there's more sirens and I look, there's another car. Like, slow down,
Slow down, people.
relax. It's
Slow
okay to be
down.
late. It's
It's
okay.
okay.
It's
It's okay.
okay to be
It's
late.
okay. Just
We give you
calm down.
permission.
Calm down, people.
So that's
Well,
my, there's too many, too many.
I have a couple. Um, and one is this just happened yesterday. And you know what weekend this is? It's a 6/7 weekend.
Jesus. No, no.
So I had these 3 teenage girls in line, and they're looking at me and they're giggling and they're kind of looking around and like they were next, and I was getting ready to call them up to help them, and they're giggling and they come up, and the one girl looks at me, she's all, "What's up?" Like, what?
You're like, what's up, Spaz?
I'm like, "Did you just say what's up?" And they all start laughing, like I think they dared her to do it or something. And I'm like,
Probably, but
"Girls,"
that's all right.
I
You roll
said,
with it.
"you know," I said, "You know what's happening this weekend?" I go, "It's a 6/7 weekend." And they start laughing. And I asked them, I said, "Is that going away? Are we done with that yet?"
I don't think
And
so.
two of them said, "Yeah, kind of, but not for her." And the third one says, "Yeah, it's still living. It's still living in my head." I'm like, "Okay, well, good for you."
Okay.
So they were just having fun, and I just thought, "Oh God, that's just so funny." My other one is, okay, so it's getting towards the end of the year, and I'm trying to get all my appointments done for the
Yep.
insurance. And, I moved, so I've got all new doctors, and something just kind of struck me. And I thought, do you remember when all of your doctors were older than you?
Yeah. They're not now.
Not anymore.
No.
And they had names like Dr. Susan Johnson and
Mitchell.
Dr. Kenneth Mitchell and, things like that. No, no. Dr. Kelly with an I with a nose ring and Dr. Brandy with an IE looking all up in my junk.
Did you have a heart on her eye?
No.
It's okay.
And, hey, let's look at your eyes. I'm Dr. Sean with a W. Okay.
Okay.
That's great. That just
Okay.
slapped me straight in the face. You're fucking old.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are. You
Good.
are. You
Yep.
are.
Just an
Welcome.
observation that just little kind of blindsided me a little bit in a
Welcome
fantastically
to
odd,
all of
creepy
it.
way.
Isn't it so
Um,
amazing, all of the
yep.
doctorly appointments you have?
Yeah. Yeah.
What
It's great.
strikes me, and it drives me nuts, is that there's just so much that's like, it's not covered by insurance. It's not covered by, oh, I can't do that. I can, and that's like, what do I pay? What do I pay for all this
What am I
stuff
paying
for?
for?
Then I have to go pay for all this other stuff because you don't like. I want to try and
Well,
get ahead of things. I want to do some preventative stuff. I want to do. Well, you can
yeah,
go
and they
pay
don't
for
pay
that. Yeah,
for
it's
it.
300. It's fucking $300.
But we'll pay
So
for
I'm
the
not doing it.
thousands of dollars of, that
Right.
you need now that you have a
Yep.
condition, right?
Yes.
Well, and fortunately, I do have doctors that will, they try to work around
Work
the
the
system.
system.
Like, you
Yeah.
know what? We want to do this test, but we're going to call it this because that's what insurance will cover.
Perfect.
Historically they don't cover this, but they'll cover this. And I'm like, I don't, that's fine with me.
I
I
don't
don't
care.
care. Let's just get it done so we can, just say everything's fine. So,
Yes, I
and then
have
I
one
do
that
need
will.
to, go ahead.
My doctor will uh say, I'm going to prescribe this to you in this dosage to take 4 times a day, but break it in half and only take it twice. So this will last you 6 months. I feel like we shouldn't be
Right.
saying this. Maybe the insurance, they're going to dive deep into all 16 people listening. Don't share this comment. Sorry. Share the podcast, but not this part of it.
Yep. So I do need to sprinkle in a little Christmas hate that will take us into our
Mm-hmm.
topic.
Mm-hmm.
And that is these goddamn Hallmark Channel Christmas movies that I cannot stand. I find
You
them a
can
little
watch them again in
contrived
July.
and a bit farcical. Not having
Farcical.
it. Not having it.
Is farcical a
So,
real word?
yeah,
Farcical. How do
it
you
is
spell that?
farcical. Far. I think
Farcicle?
it's Cical. Far.
CAL.
Cical.
Farcical? Huh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look that
farcical.
one up.
Um, and it's like they all have the same basic plot line. I think there's
Same.
maybe 4 that they recycle. And yeah, you can watch them again in July, absolutely. But it's, I can't. I'll watch a lot of trash, but not that. Not that. So that's the topic of our episode today is
Just
Christmas
Christmas.
movies,
Yeah.
movies of
Yeah.
Christmas past, present, and future.
Just
So
Christmas
go ahead and
video
get us
viewing.
started.
Well, I
Get
think
us
first and
started,
foremost,
Sharzy.
we need to get the big question out of the way. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Okay. Well,
I
I
personally,
do have to give a caveat before we start that there may be a
yes,
little overlap with our episode we did about 80s movies because we did talk about a few Christmas movies in there. So just laying that out
sorry. Yeah.
so people don't go, yeah, we talked about that. Well, we're going to talk about it again.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, too fucking bad.
It's okay.
So, okay.
Just fast
Yeah.
forward.
Is
You
Die
can
Hard
just blah, blah, blah.
is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? So I think that any movie that has a Christmas scene in it, if that is your go-to to launch your holiday tradition, then yes, you can consider it a Christmas movie. It's a great movie. It's entertaining. It's a little funny. It's got some action adventure. It's got some heartfelt reunited coupley. I'm going to save my ex-wife. It's fun. It's delightful. I don't do anything on a regular basis to watch video wise to launch my Christmas. But if I did, I'd probably watch it. It's fun. I'd leave it on, and then when the boring parts come, I'd stroll through TikTok, and then when the action comes up, I'd watch that kind of stuff.
So I did a little 8 minutes of research on this debate.
8 minutes. Wow. Okay.
And I did run across, I think it was either the producer or the director of the film said, yes, it is a Christmas movie. And then there was somewhere along the line, Bruce Willis was at an award show or somewhere where he said it's not a Christmas movie. And that just got everybody all riled up. But I think he might have said that just
Of course.
just to be funny.
Just to
But
keep it talking.
so here are the hallmarks of why it is considered a Christmas movie. It's set on Christmas Eve. It revolves around a family Christmas party that gets disrupted. It features Christmas music. It includes holiday motifs like Santa and snow. Its core theme is a man trying to reunite with his family for the holiday. I mean, his ex-wife's name is Holly, for God's sakes. And it aligns with traditional Christmas storytelling tropes despite the action genre. So, yes, it is an action movie, but it is set during the Christmas time. It's got a lot of Christmas themes in it. So, sure, it's a Christmas movie. And if you watch it at Christmas, then it's your Christmas movie. Who cares? You know, in the same way that like Trading Places could be considered a Christmas movie
I
because it
think it
happens
is.
around Christmas.
Sure. Why not?
There's a lot of movies like that. Like, okay, we were having this discussion. Home Alone is a Christmas movie. However,
Yes.
they could have made it not a Christmas movie. They could have been traveling to a family reunion over 4th of July weekend and left Kevin at home. You know, how ironic that you're going to a family reunion and you leave behind a member of your family, you know? So, I mean, I think they do Christmas themes because the movie industry knows that Christmas is a big time for families to be together and let's go see a movie. We used to do it.
Sure.
And Christmas themed movies are usually guaranteed a certain amount of box office revenue.
Well, and you're going to get the repeats every year if that
Right.
turns into your theme, right? Like if that turns into your family thing, then you're going to get the residuals from it.
And
Sure,
it becomes
why
a
not?
classic. It becomes a classic that
Yeah.
they're going to make money on year after year.
And I
Which
think even people who don't have a Christian-based religion
Mhm.
typically will do something around this time of the year to celebrate holiday cheer and spirit because it's just everybody does it. So
Right.
everybody can relate to something around that time of the year. Like the dregs of going to a holiday party. Like, sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that leads me to I was thinking about like the movies and TV specials that we used to look forward to as kids every year, like Charlie Brown Christmas and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, we're getting right into the
We got The
favorites.
Year Without a Santa Claus with Heat Miser and Cold Miser.
All-time favorite.
I had to
This is my-
laugh at people on TikTok right now doing routines to those songs,
Oh,
and they're
it's
pretty
so
funny.
good.
People are pretty creative.
It's the whole genre of the like claymation, Burl Ives, Frosty the Snowman. There's a Santa Claus is coming to town one, but like the Rudolph the Island of Misfit Toys, like I resonated so much with that as a child. Like, why can't Ermy just be a dentist?
Yeah, let it be
Follow
a
your
dentist.
dream. Let him be a
Follow your
dentist.
dream, Ermy. Be a dentist. And the squirt
With the
gun that shoots jelly. I love that. You'd be like
I love it.
all day long.
Nobody
you don't
wants a
want-
Jill in the box. I do.
Nobody wants kids pointing guns in their mouths, but if they're full of jelly, all over it. All over it. I loved Yukon Cornelius.
Oh,
You know, couldn't find the gold. Nothing. He like hits it, tastes his axe, nothing. And the snow monster becomes like their pet.
yes.
I mean, he was scary, but he was just misunderstood.
yeah. See,
So
the
a
Island
lot of good
Misfit
themes
Toys.
in those. A lot of good themes.
Yeah.
And Rudolph.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love
I
the
mean,
Rudolph story? Come on. It's Rudolph.
The Rudolph gets bullied, and then he gets sad, but then he finds his group. Like it's just
He finds his purpose. Santa's like, you're the rock star.
he gets the
Who
girl.
doesn't love
It's all of
Who
it.
doesn't love those themes? Who
They're
doesn't
so
love that?
fun. They're so awfully fun.
Another one, I know we mentioned this when we did our 80s episode, was A Christmas Story. And that is some classic fun, good times. And what I love about it are the quotables that came out of it.
Yeah.
You'll shoot your eye out.
Right, yeah.
Or it's a major award. And we do this at work all the time. Fragile, it's Italian.
It comes up when you do on my 6 seconds of research, and I Googled, right, like just top ranked. And Christmas Story, It's a Wonderful Life, like, are 1 and 2 and almost all of
Mm-hmm.
them, and they flop kind of back and forth. And I enjoyed Christmas Story. Like, I watched it. I enjoyed it. The couple of the, clips. But to me, it was not, and maybe it was just a little, like this much out of like my generation for it. But like, yeah, it was fine. Like, it wasn't, I would not put it in my top like everybody
Yeah.
else had. But it was still like, and the leg lamp,
Yeah. I love the
stupid,
leg lamp. Well, and the
dumb.
house where they filmed it, or the exterior of the house that they used to film it, is like a museum now in whatever state it's in. I want to say Ohio or something like that, but they turned it into a whole thing.
Yeah, they did the same
You
thing
can
with
go
the
visit
Brady
it.
house out here.
Yep. Speaking of which, a very Brady Christmas, another favorite.
Every and it's like when I was looking through the list, it's like there are so many different like sitcoms, right? Like there's a bunch of like It's Sunny in Philadelphia and the God, South Park, and like there's all these different like where a specific season's Christmas. There's a MASH Christmas episode that
Christmas
came up a lot.
episodes, yeah.
Yeah, that like I mean, you have, if you're doing year-long running sitcoms, you have to have
Right.
a
You have to have a
holiday
Christmas
episode. Like
episode. You have to
you
have a
have to.
wedding episode at some
Yeah.
point. You have to have a very special fill in the
There's
blank
got to be
episode.
yep, yep.
Um, yeah, the very Brady Christmas. Now, what I don't like about shows when they do this, now the Bradys did this twice. When they had the variety special, they had a fake Jan. When they had a very Brady Christmas, they had a fake Cindy. I don't like it when they replace the actors. I get it that not everybody wants to come back and revisit, or they're not available or whatever, but just don't do it then.
Why just right
Just
or
don't do it.
just make an excuse that she
Yeah,
was had
she's
surgery.
dead.
I don't know, make fun, something, anything.
Whatever.
You can
She can
write it
phone it
into
in.
whatever.
She
Yeah,
can phone it in like Chrissy did on Three's Company that
she
last
broke her
season.
leg and can't walk. I don't know, something.
Don't do it.
Her
Yeah,
plane went down on her way out. I don't know.
you were talking about different genres, like so. I never saw these, but Silent Night, Deadly Night. There was a
Oh
horror
yeah,
Christmas movie. The
it's a
original
whole.
was in 1984, and then they redid it, I think, this year. But that was controversial because it
Yeah,
scared the hell out of kids, thinking Santa's going to murder them. Not
or you
really a
had like a
Christmas theme, but
there was like, and then you get some of them like the Bad Santa.
loved that.
That was fun.
Hilarious.
And then the Bad Moms Christmas edition. That was
Hmm.
fun.
I did see that one.
Yeah.
Those were funny. And I've really Billy Bob Thornton has kind of grown on me. I
Oh,
watched
so grown on me.
Goliath. Did you ever watch Goliath was that on
It's
Netflix or?
fantastic.
That's a good
It's
series.
on
But
Amazon
yeah,
Prime. So good.
he's kind of grown on me.
Yeah.
Um, Another classic, National Lampoon Christmas Vacation with the Griswolds.
That one comes up very high on all of them.
Probably one of the best in the franchise. I do
For
like
sure.
that one.
Yeah.
Um,
Elf is probably top 1 or 2, like depending on my mood. I love Elf.
I've never seen it.
You are out of your mind.
And I do love Will Ferrell. So I keep
It's
telling
just
myself
so
every year I
dumb.
gotta
You gotta
watch
go
it.
see it. Yeah, you gotta.
Same
It's
with The Nightmare Before Christmas. I've never seen that either. I might have to watch that
so
this year just because it's kind of a cult classic and just see what everybody's talking about.
I had never seen it before too, and then Sonia and I went to go see the Danny Elfman live production at the
Right.
Hollywood Bowl a few years ago. And that was the most incredible like live performance event that think I've ever been to, where they put all these huge screens up and they're playing the movie, and then all of the singing parts is the live orchestra, and he had a lot of the original cast at this particular one,
Right.
which was super cool. And then he and Steve Bartek did Dead Man's Party at the end.
That's right.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I highly recommend. I mean, the movie itself, like, whatever, it's fine. But to see it that way was incredible. But that was the first time I'd ever seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen it. Um, Another one that it's technically a Thanksgiving movie, but Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It's
Okay.
a holiday movie. So
All right.
that's also a really good one along kind of in the Home Alone genre where, it hits all the feels. So it kind
There's
of
the
gets you
whole
in that I got to go see family, so, you know, let's
the
get the
whole
feels
kind of
ratcheted up.
the whole kind of like first launching black and whites. You've got like the Holiday Inn and the Miracle on 34th and It's a Wonderful Life, that whole and White Christmas. I don't think I've seen any of them other than It's a Wonderful Life.
I think the only one I've seen is A Miracle on 34th Street out of
I
all
don't
of
think I've seen
those.
it. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen, yeah, I haven't seen any of those, sadly. The classics, the classic
Yeah.
classics.
Also, a
Um,
very popular one that I've never seen, and you would think that because I have two now adult children, but I had children, was the Polar Express. I never,
mm.
like, I think my mom read the book to the kids when they were little, but like, I never seen it. I'm sure it's
Well,
delightful.
and it's funny because here and also they do it at the Grand Canyon and then they do it the Silverton train in Colorado during the month of December. It becomes the Polar Express. And the kids are all in their pajamas. You know, Santa gets on the train. It's a whole thing. And I
It's a whole
remember
thing.
the lady who I bought my car from. Um, we've been buying cars from her for forever. And so this last time we're talking, and she said for her 60th birthday, her husband said, you know, I've got a surprise for you. We're going to the Grand Canyon. And she's like, okay, great. That sounds like fun. And he's like, we're going to take the train into, you know, you get on in Williams and then you end up in the Grand Canyon. Um, and she said, you know, we're on this train and here come all these kids in their pajamas with their parents. And she's like, I'm just looking around like, what is going on? What is going on? Well, it was the Polar Express and he didn't tell her. So she's just like, what is happening here? And next thing you know, here comes Santa and the kids lose their minds. And she's like, it was so funny. She's like, I felt like I was 5 years old again. We had the best time. We're eating
Oh, that's so
candy, we're just
fun.
talking to the kids and all the excitement. And she's like, it was truly, truly a fun experience. But yeah, all of the basically these train rides that you do um, around here, they all become the Polar Express during the month of December. So
Nice.
yeah.
Then there's the whole Scrooged concept.
Yes. I had that on
Every
my list
sitcom,
too.
there's so right. Christmas Past, Christmas Future.
Mhm.
Everybody did one of those. I mean, the Fresh Prince of Bel Air did one,
The
but I will
Muppets.
say the Muppet. Everybody. But the Bill Murray one, my absolute God, he's
There's
so
another one I never
good.
saw. Never saw.
Oh,
And
he is so good.
that was during
Mary Lou,
The Bill
Mary Lou,
Murray. Mary
yeah,
Lou Retton is
Mary
in
Lou
it.
Retton is Tiny Tim.
Oh, that's right. I did hear about that.
Oh, it's
Might have
so good.
seen parts of it, but
Probably
that's
it
when
is
Bill
just
Murray was
clever.
like at his peak.
At it,
You know,
yeah.
he was box office gold during that era. But yeah, there have been so many reincarnations of that story, and I do enjoy it. One of my most memorable ones was, I think the Lifetime Channel did a version of it called Ebby, and it was Susan Lucci
Oh
as
my
Ebby
God.
Scrooge. Yes, La
Wow, I might
Lucci.
have to look that. La
That was an
Lucci.
interesting one. She was
Abby.
the owner of a department store, so appropriate for the
Of course.
holidays. You know,
Yeah.
she's all about money, money,
Yep.
and sales, and um, anyway. So, and then uh, one of the most disturbing ones that I've come across. I think I just found this one in the last year or two. A Christmas Karen. Yes,
I have
yes.
not seen that.
Look it
I
up.
gotta look that up.
It
Oh,
is
that's, I'm sorry. I'm
basically
sorry.
a Karen gets
Yeah.
visited by the ghosts
But
of
yeah.
Christmas, past,
Oh,
present, and future,
I'm so
to straighten
sorry.
her out.
Yeah.
Stop yelling at people in parking lots
Oh, that's too
and
funny.
people in Starbucks and salespeople in the store. So that was one that I just thought, you know, God, do we really have to do that?
The other one at the time, I thought, like, do we really need another Christmas movie? But it was super clever, and I thought it was really funny. Was the Santa Claus with Tim Allen?
I never saw that one either.
Yeah, so it's the Santa Claus as in clause like a legal document.
Hmm.
And so he I don't remember why he has to become Santa, but he has to become Santa, and there's a clause that he has to read, and like the elf is like the accountant, lawyer, whatever that kind of keeps him on track to the Santa Claus. And it's just Tim Allen when he was kind of like pretty peak with his, he's funny, and it was a clever, and it was he physically turns into Santa Claus. So like overnight he gains 50 pounds, and like his
Yeah.
whole beard goes white, like and he's like, I don't know what to do, like I go to bed looking like this and then I wake up looking like this. And it's goofy and it's clever and it's funny, and I enjoyed it. I don't know that I think there's at least one sequel, maybe two, but
Hmm.
I don't recall watching those. But that was a funny one.
I came across quite a few, and I think that these kind of might have been the predecessors to the whole Hallmark uh, franchise. But like, there's a lot of that they just look like really bad, sappy, um, like
With
we
Reese
call it.
Witherspoon.
It's the Great American Country Channel, but we used to call it the God Awful Country Channel because it was GAC. And a lot of them that ended up there, like there's one with John Denver.
Oh
There's
yeah,
one they like
yeah,
A Country Christmas, A Christmas
yeah.
Without Snow, and like these ones where you're just like, oh God, these are just they're trying too hard to pull those heartstrings where you're just going, I can't, I can't. Um, but I came across a few of those from the past, and they had some pretty big stars in them, and it was kind of like, okay, we need a vehicle for this star for a Christmas special, and let's just whip one out of the writer's room and throw it out there. And but
Let's
there were some
just
pretty
like,
bad
yeah,
ones.
let's pick a big time city one, pull it out, change the city to the country, change a few names and a few mishaps, and
Yep.
there we go.
Now there is one that this had complete. I had completely forgotten about this franchise until I saw that they did a Christmas one, but Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh God,
I
I
gotta
don't think
say,
I've never
those
seen an
Ernest
Ernest
movies,
movie.
you should, because I always thought they were stupid, dorky, like something a fifth grade boy would laugh at. And I remember watching, I don't know if it was Ernest on Vacation or maybe it was the Christmas one, but I laughed my ass off. That character was gold. And you know, you don't think it is, but once you've watched it, I don't know, I found them hilarious. And that actor, Jim Varney, like basically that's what made his career.
That's it. Yeah.
Um, was this redneck character, hey Vern, and like you're
You know what I mean,
Vern. He's
Byron?
always talking to the camera like you're Vern. You never met Vern because you're Vern. And but he had I kind of did a little deep dive on him, and he had quite a career until he hit on that character, and then that's kind of what blew him up. And then he did the voice of the Slinky Dog in the Toy Story
Okay.
movies until he
Yeah.
passed away, and then I think somebody else took it over because they made like 4 or 5 of those Toy Story movies. But yeah, sadly he died. But he was funny. That character was funny. You kind of have to let yourself just lean into it and enjoy it for the silliness that it is. But yeah, he did
S-
a Ernest Saves Christmas movie.
Speaking of Toy Story, very controversial this past week. Quentin Tarantino put his list of his top favorite movies from the 20th century, whatever, I don't even know.
Hmm.
But Toy Story 3 was like number 3, 2 or 3 or something. I'm like, that's interesting. And then I
I
guess they're coming out with a new Toy Story where the toys are all afraid and sad about an iPad. So
oh,
like as soon as they see the iPad, they all start getting like depressed and sad because little
he's
the
not going to play
tiny
with them
human
anymore.
is going to play with the iPad instead of them. So that's, I guess, coming or out, or I don't.
I only saw the first one. I enjoyed it. The thing that made me laugh was the army men.
Yeah.
Just how they turned that into a whole it kind of reminded me of those Night at the Museum movies.
Yeah,
Those
those
were
are
a
fun.
treat. Those
Yeah.
are a true treat. So
Yeah, Toy Story 3 was and hit at the right time for me. Was very emotional because it was when he goes to college, and I think
Mm.
Zach was probably it was about the same time that Zach was going, so it kind of hit a little bit different, and it. I mean, it's good. It's they do a little heartfelt stuff. There's a whole thing that we have not talked about yet, but the Grinch that stole Christmas.
Only the original animated one. I could care less about the rest of them. Honestly. The original Dr. Seuss.
It is. I mean, the movie was fine. It was funny. It's not one that it's not one that if I'm flipping through, I'm going to stop and watch again.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed it the one time.
Yeah. Yeah, the story. I enjoy the original because it's basically they're narrating the original story with
Mhm.
animation. And, um, Cindy Lou Who and all the Who's down in Whoville. But yeah, I just couldn't. And I do enjoy Jim Carrey, but I just couldn't get into those. Not for me.
I feel you. The whole thing is making me cringe because I just am not.
Because it's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Well, today is our last weekend was the nighttime Christmas light parade,
Oh, yeah.
where all the businesses, people, whatever, decorate their cars and they do the parade at night. Today is the daytime Christmas parade,
Mhm.
the traditional parade,
Yeah. So
and
yeah,
then they light up the courthouse tonight, which is kind of fun. And then they have like music, fireworks, stuff like that. So that's exciting.
I
But
don't know if like every city like they call each other and go, okay, well, what day do you want? Well, what day do you want? So like Seal Beach did their Christmas parade last night. Um, we we have some sort of like snowflake tree lighting on the pier thing tomorrow. There's the Belmont Shore boat Christmas something
yeah.
or other, the Newport Christmas something or other, the Huntington Harbor Christmas. And then I'm scrolling through the Tickety Talk and somebody is live driving through Vern's neighborhood. I'm like, oh my God,
Oh yeah.
shout
That's
out
right.
Vern. So they've got, yep,
She
in
lives
the
in the Christmas tree neighborhood of the South Bay.
it
Yeah.
is, yeah, the one where they're lined up and
They have traffic
no
control. They
selling.
bus people
Yeah,
in. It's a whole thing.
no, it's a whole
Um,
thing.
and
That's so that started.
that's what's kind of fun where you are the boat parades where people put the lights all over their boats, and that's that's fun. I like to see um, places like really kind of lean into, hey, we don't we have water and we have boats, so let's just decorate that instead of, oh, we have to put lights on all the trees and buildings. It's like, no, we don't. No, we
The
don't.
Belmont Shore one is the coolest because it's like kind of like almost like Venice canals, and then you have these monster houses that have like a
Hmm.
sidewalk in front of them. So the houses go all out with addition to the boats going around. And if you want to go on a night where the boats aren't running and there's less people, you can just go walk on the sidewalks to see. And when they have like the parade, the catering and the amount of people and the boat, like there was one house that had a roller coaster like in their front lawn. That was like, gee, like they go so all out. And I mean, I'm sure they just call someone and say, hey, this is what we want this year, come build it. But that one
Well,
is
the
that's a good one.
people already had their chairs and stuff set up at like 7 o'clock this morning for the parade. That doesn't start till 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Well,
I'll
yeah,
be at
that's what
Costco at three
happens.
o'clock because once again, I've got the low tire pressure on my vehicle, and this is like the third time in 3 or 4 months that I've run over something and have to go get my tires plugged, get a tire plugged. So that's where I'll be
Good
at three
times.
o'clock. Is at the SCO.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll be at work
Yeah.
freezing my ass off by the beach with probably an amazing. We have had some of the most unbelievably gorgeous sunsets this week that
Oh,
you've
I
got a little
bet.
bit of that spread cloud, and so it goes down and then it turns super super pink and looks like the inside of the Pirates of the Caribbean for a few minutes. And so I'll be enjoying that this evening.
Nice.
I'm gonna hit Costco
Nice.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, on that note, any more
That's
Christmas
it.
movie? We didn't really talk about Christmas music. Eh, eh. I kind of get sick of it by the time Christmas comes.
There is one
So,
song that I will crank and listen to, and it's Christmas Rap by the Waitresses. That is
oh
my
yeah.
only favorite Christmas. That's the only one I like. Merry
I
Christmas,
do like
Merry
Feliz
Christmas.
Navidad too. I'll get a little boogie going on at work with Feliz
Yeah.
Navidad. And yeah, the Waitress's
Yeah, the
Christmas rap, that's a good one.
yeah.
I like that
Coast
one too.
103, they do their whole like 24/7, like all Christmas all the time. And usually it was like the day after Thanksgiving, but they started, I don't even know when they started, but
Halloween.
it's too much. Yeah, I don't know, July. They're just going to turn it to complete Christmas all the time.
Yep.
It's too much.
All right. So
Too
what you
much.
talking about, Willis?
What I'm talking about, Willis, is going to go back to my Sharesy, and with all of these people getting aggro, one of the things that people say a lot, and it's more in jest, but it's touch grass. Like, go touch grass. Like, it's going to like connect with the earth and calm down, go touch grass. So that is the Seal Beach Police Department Instagram, which if you don't follow it, you should, because it's hilarious. They will interact with people that interact with them. So when they say something like, "Hey, we caught this guy," and it's right like it's a kid who they took his e-bike away and he wasn't, and they're like, "Oh yeah, why are you busting the kids just having fun? Like let them do it." And it's like because these kids are in the middle of the street flipping people off and creating like car accidents, and so then they'll say, "Oh, maybe you should touch grass," and so they also use it, which makes me happy. But it's my favorite Instagram follow right now, so I highly
That's a
recommend
good
everyone
one.
go.
That's a good
Yeah,
one. The
so
other one I
touch
like
grass.
is like when you've just had enough and you're like, I don't even know where to turn, is, you know what? This is when I just walk straight into the ocean.
Like instead of put a gun to my head, I'm gonna
I'm
just
just gonna
walk
walk
straight into the
straight into the
ocean.
ocean.
Okay, I
Um,
like that one too.
yeah. Well, my what you talking about, Willis, is I've seen this quite a bit on the Tickety Talk. Is this crazed with the squishy dumpling toys? And it's basically just they come in like small ones or like jumbo ones, and it's basically like a big squishy pillow
It's
with a
like a
little happy face
squishmallow.
on it, like a squish ball, and they come in. It looks like a steamer box, like that you get at a Japanese restaurant, like the little. It looks
Okay,
like
yeah, a
bamboo
little
or
bamboo
something, a little
box. Yeah.
round box, and it's a collectible toy. It's also, I guess it's kind of like, remember those hand exerciser squishy balls, like stress
Mm-hmm.
relievers?
Yeah.
The hand size ones are supposedly kind of like useful for that. They're kind of a weird material, weird, um, not like a
Like
water
nylon
balloon.
silk.
Yeah, they're nylon silk, and the squish is like almost like a water balloon, but I guess it's just a texture thing. It's a stress reliever, it's a sensory experience. They're collectible. And so it's a big thing to open them up on your social media page to see what color you got,
Oh
because
God.
apparently you want to collect them all.
Of
And
course you do.
then there's like special rare, uh, you know, like there's a
Like
special
we're only
iridescent
we're,
one.
we're only making 7 mauve.
Exactly. And so that's the big deal, is people are opening them to see what color they got. And it just got me thinking, like, okay, well that's great, but you better, if you get the special collectible one, sell it now. Sell it online now, because
Yeah.
next year no one's going to care, and they're all going to be in the thrift stores or in the trash. Because what is
Yeah,
it?
the Thai Beanie
It's just a
Babies,
squishy
there's like
pillow ball.
5 that are yeah, there's like 5 that are worth
Yeah.
something. The rest of them aren't worth anything.
So I started thinking about, what were the collectible, I had to have this, people
Mhm.
lost their mind toys. And, we've talked about Cabbage Patch dolls. We kind of talked
Mhm.
about a few of these in our toy episode. Rubik's Cubes.
Mhm.
Um, what else? Beanie Babies,
Swatch watches. I remember Swatch
Swatch
watches
watches,
too. Yeah.
Pogs, um,
Oh yeah,
Care
Pogs.
Bears, all of that stuff. Unless you've
Yeah.
got a rare one that was made to be a collectible, trash, trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Yeah, I've just been seeing people lose their minds over it was kind of like the Stanley Cups. Oh,
Oh God.
I've got the rare whatever colored one. Like, wasn't it Target was giving away a certain color that people were lined up
It was
around the
I
block
think a pink
for?
one.
Yeah,
Maybe
something
like a
like
pink one
that.
at Valentine's Day or something. And this was super early in the I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I just
Yeah. And now you can find them in the thrift stores.
there's not many things that I'm like collectible where I'm like, "Oh, I got to get it." Like I don't they're just dust collectors for me. I don't I don't.
Yeah. Yep.
Like
So
yeah.
that's all I got. That's all I got
So
today.
on my final notes as everybody goes and rushes out for their holiday theme, I have two things. A, touch grass, relax, slow down, and two, it's okay to give cash at Christmas.
Absolutely. Green goes
I
with
highly
everything.
encourage it. I highly encourage it.
People always say, oh, it's impersonal. And same thing with gift cards. Don't you want to get a gift that you put thought and feeling into? It's like, unless you really know
Nope.
the person and oh, God, she would love this. Um, a gift card is fine. It's not impersonal. It's like, hey, you know what? You go out and treat yourself to something you want because I don't know what that is. And I don't want to buy you
But
something that you're going to be like, ugh, what is
but
this?
cash is better because you can use it anywhere. And I know people are like, "Well, I don't want you to spend it on like paying your bills or going towards your grocery. I want you to do something but maybe that is more important to that person at that time. So
Hmm.
the cash is golden, in my
Right.
opinion. Now, there are
Absolutely.
some people whose love language is gift receiving, where they don't care what's in the box. They just want to open a bunch of boxes. Great. Make little bow ties out of your dollar bills and put them in a bunch of boxes
Hmm.
and open
Make a
them
money
up.
tree.
You can make, use
There's there's
all
all
kinds
kinds
of
of
fun
like,
little ways you could
yep.
do it.
They do them for like
To,
uh baptisms, holy communions,
yeah,
quinceañeras, weddings. I mean, there's all
money
kinds
lays.
of
They do that do
yeah.
graduation. Yeah. So
Yeah, there's all
don't
kinds
be
of ways to give
afraid.
people fun money.
Don't be afraid to
Absolutely.
give cash.
And
Slow down.
okay, we've been married for 25 years. Time
Oh my
served
God.
34, okay? At this point in time, we've done the jewelry. We've done
Yeah.
the nice gifts, the expensive gifts. We've done all that. It's you get to a
You
certain
don't need to
point
do
where you're
anything.
like, you know what? We don't
Yeah.
need to do that. We don't need to do that.
No.
Let's just go have a nice meal. Let's go have a nice day. Let's go take a nice drive. Let's take a vacation. Let's do something. We don't have to do gifts,
Experiences.
you know.
Experiences.
So,
That's what I've been doing with the kids for years. We usually it's a hockey game. This year we're going to Vegas.
yeah,
We're going to go see the Vegas Golden Knights, have a
how
little trip,
fun.
eat a lot of food.
Yep.
Fun experience.
Yeah. Do
They
some
don't need
fun stuff.
anything.
Make, like, as we've said before, make some new memories, some new traditions that don't include pie and, you know, or include pie if that's your thing.
If that's your thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Not opposed
So,
to it.
what's really popular now are those like they call them Pinot pies,
I
or
don't
they're
know what
like
that is.
it's more like an empanada,
Oh yeah, like a
where
meat
it's
pie,
like
like a
a meat
handheld
pie,
pie. A
handheld
handheld
pie.
pie.
Those are
Yeah.
popping up all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so have one of those
Sure.
with jelly on
Or
it
don't. Sure.
out of your squirt gun, or just grab the squirty cream and just. I love seeing those videos where the kid's crying and they just squirt it in his mouth. And
Yeah.
he's just like
Yeah.
instantly stops crying. Or the dog
Now I
comes
will
up and opens his mouth. They just squirt it into the dog's mouth and he walks away.
there was a time where Lucerne Valley Farms had a that was actual whole cream,
Mm,
like instead of the non-dairy whip. That stuff was so good. It never went on sale. It was always more expensive, and I always bought it. And then it's just gone now, and I'm sad.
yeah, they don't make it. Well, now they make the alcoholic whip shots or whatever they're
I
called.
know. There's people
I
love
don't
the
need all
whole.
that sugar. So I kind
Well,
of
that was
try
the
to stay
nice
away
thing
from
about
stuff.
the whole whipped one. Like there wasn't a whole lot of sugar in it. It was just mostly whipped. And you could, I mean, you could buy one of those silver ones with the where you pour your own cream in
Hmm.
it. But if I bought one of those, I'd
You'd never leave the house.
I'd make flavors. I would, oh, just too. So I didn't buy one. I'd have to I'd have to like drain my 401k to buy the little cartridges to get the, I opted not to.
Awesome.
All right.
All
Well,
right. Well, everybody just calm down out there. Enjoy your holiday. Don't get all stressed out over it.
yeah,
And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't
no,
have to be perfect.
it doesn't.
In fact, it's kind of more fun when it's not. Isn't that kind of the whole premise of
Yeah.
every Christmas movie we've talked about today?
Yeah. Go live when it's not.
Yeah, go live when it's not because we want to see that.
Oh,
All
all
right.
right. Peace out.
Peace out.